got a weapon to show you today, something that I've been chasing since the beginning of the season when I've seen the rules. It's a fusion rifle, it's arc, and it hits like an absolute steam train with this roll. And on top of that, I'm going to show you an exotic that will really get the best out of this, with it being an arc fusion rifle. And once again, this thing hits like a train, so I'm going to show you some numbers and show you what weapon I'm talking about, so stay tuned. So this is the gun in question. It's a fusion rifle, and it's an arc fusion rifle. It's called Midha's Reckoning, or Midha's Reckoning, whichever way you want to pronounce that. It's like an absolute steam train. It's so strong, it's got 100 impact. The charge time is a really slow charge rate of 960, but we can work around that with the charge time once you get used to it. Play with it a little bit, you can still counter that. It hits like an absolute monster, honestly. The two perks I decided to put on this was cornered, faster charge time or draw time when surrounded by combatants. It also improves stability, that's the enhanced version. I've also got enhanced surrounded. This weapon gains improved bonus damage when 3 or more targets are in close proximity. So the cornered and the surrounded both work extremely well together, reduce that charge time. And on top of that, I've got surrounded spec, increases the damage by surrounded, bonus damage lingers for a short period after, so it lingers round, so once you've got the 3 enemies near you, it lasts longer, it lasts for a couple of extra seconds. The surrounded spec and the enhanced surrounded is a 47% damage increase. So a 47% damage increase on this fusion rifle that's already got 100 impact is absolutely disgusting. Stay tuned, I'm going to show you some clips, some numbers, and how to get the best out of it. So I popped up to Nessus to see our friend Carl, and as you see, the first best was 9,600. The second best is 14,000, that's because I'm surrounded. I've also got the increased charge time from the cornered, that's a 47% damage increase. So it's pretty solid on its own, but we can build on top of that with an exotic called Mask of Bakris. What it does, it replaces your Stasis subclass dodge ability with a longer range, faster moving shift that partially cloaks you during use. That's all nice and dandy, but we're actually concentrating on the bomb bit. After shifting, your arc weapons deal increased damage to combatants for a short time. That's a 10% damage increase whenever you dodge, and then on top of that, and you deal increased damage to all slowed or frozen combatants. That's an additional 10%, so we've got potentially a 20% damage increase as long as we slow or freeze the target and do our light shift dodge. That's a 20% damage increase plus the 47% damage increase that we get from the enhanced surrounded and the surrounded spec, so it's pretty tasty. So now I've got some clips to show you with Mask of Bakris. So what you'll see now is a bit of an increase from the original numbers. It was 14,000, but because he's slowed, I'm going to hit him there. That's the 15,000 extra, and then now you'll see I'm dodging. He's slowed, frozen, and I've got the 10% extra damage from the arc light shift as well. So the 10% arc damage increase plus the extra damage that you get because he's slowed or frozen, all adding on to that 47% damage increase, a total of an extra 20% from the original clip that you saw. So it's an absolutely massive damage boost, and these are the situations where you can sort of use it. Really good. Hits like an absolute steam train, destroys this overload champion. Again, that was my Bakris doing that dodge. He's slowed, he's frozen, and I'm getting all that extra damage. Absolutely huge. Absolutely destroys this lost sector boss here. Just watch this. Slowed, frozen, Bakris, enhanced surrounded spec, and he's gone. He's out of there. No problems at all. Really strong. Now what I'll do in this video is I'm not particularly going to talk about the actual rules of this gun, but I will leave a light GG link with all the possible rules. The sort of rules to mention would be reservoir burst, but what I found with reservoir burst is it's sort of very situational, but a lot like surrounded to be fair, but you need to have 8 like in the mag all times, and sometimes especially if you're doing stuff on your own, you can't always get it. But with surrounded you can sort of proc it how you wish whenever you want, and it works really good on an arc subclass as well with Font of Might, which I've also got going on as well. I'll leave a dim link to my Bakris setup on my Hunter as well for you. And then, like I said, it also works really nice, obviously, on an arc subclass. So that's the video. I hope you found it helpful, and have a great day.